Alright, here we go, YouTube. Sorry, about the break. I only have a 1 gig memory card on my thing, so I had to re-up the video, and here we go again. So I'm explaining about this little trim panel here on the side of the door. We're zooming on the door, Dan, not me. All this is, like I told you before in the previous video, is a sticker. They pay $6 for a giant roll of it. Well, not too giant. And then they just put it on here and they cut it to fit. It was only $6 at AutoZone, so I figured, what the hell, But I'm starting to think maybe go carbon fiber look. Then again, I don't know. But that's it for that. As soon as summer hits, I'm going to get tinted windows. I don't know too much about tints, but what I'm going to do is get the darkest I can get on the side windows here. And like the second to lightest you can get on the sides. And then probably the same for that on the back window, because I don't really want to get too much tickets for it. But here we go, I got my blue antenna, that I painted. It was the very first thing I did on this car. I was going to keep it stock, but it only lasted about maybe 4 days after I got the car. Here we got my little antenna topper. Maybe you should flip the thing around so you could see, because you suck. Alright, got a little duck up here. I was going to Toss one day to get milk for coffee. And I saw this little 50-cent machine, and they had a bunch of them, and what they tell you, each one represents a different meaning. Well, my mother has stage 4 lymphatic cancer, So what this one was for hope. I thought this was so fitting, so I bought one. I was gonna glue it to my dash, but I was like, you know what? I'm saving that for eventually a tachometer when I put a turbo on this thing. But that's it for that. So here we go, smoked out taillights. I spent $16 on some translucent paint. I taped off the part of the reverse lights that the bulb is showing through. Up top here, it was white too, but you didn't see it. So I just marked that off and painted around that. And then this is just that regular plastic paint. It didn't stick too well. And then some tape overlapped a little bit. I'm not exactly the best prep artist. So that's it for that. And then also, I tried my best to line up the Cavalier emblem with the turbo logo. Some people actually thought it came out of the factory like that, but no, it didn't. I spent $5 on that thing at AutoZone. So let me pop the trunk and we'll show you what we got in there. My trunk, nothing much special about it. I recently started selling off a lot of my stuff. I've been facing hard times with bills. So I only got my sub left. It's just a 1200 watt, in a $35 box really. And then all the wiring that's ran for the amps. Then I got 2 little dash marker lights. As you can see here, they're not wired up yet because I'm not sure if I want to wire them up to the light for the trunk dome, or if I want to wire them to a switch, or if I just want to plain out wire them up to the amp when I get a new one, like the lights that are in the back deck here are. You ain't going to be able to see them because of the frost on the window, but if you can kind of see, help me out.
Yeah, but they can see a little bit.
And then, of course, since I was going to the car shows all this summer, how they got the strip clubs right around the car show, they've been passing these out, so I save them as like a little advertisement, and plus they look kind of cool when you spread them around the car. And painted the little thing for the spare tire well. There's nothing underneath it, but yeah, that's how I roll. Alright, that's it for the trunk, at least that I can think of. And obviously I painted the little sill panel right there. I noticed that on this one website they make a box, a fiberglass box that takes up the whole trunk and the back seat for subs and all this shit, but for $500 I could build one a lot cheaper. So that's probably what I'm going to do once I learn how to fiberglass. Okay. As we see, we got the wheels, just like the rest, but on this side you can see I did get to do this drum right here. And I did also get to do this whatchamacallit panel here.
Mud flap?
No, that's not a mud flap, Dan. But also I covered the brake lines here, Dan, as you can see, with wire looming You know, it's probably going to hurt it more than it's going to do anything better. But, you know, because of trapping moisture. But I don't care, because I don't plan on having this car too much longer. And plus, you know, I'm more about making it look cool for now. And so what else we got? I'm going to go inside again, show you another screw up of mine. Alright, I don't know if you can see it, Dan, but get in there. I did take the seats out at one point when I was replacing the shift light on the console there. And I painted the seat brackets, but it didn't exactly stick too well. So I'm just going to let it, you know, rot away like it is and just go from there. Underneath there I got my 15-inch neon tube. You know, it beats with the beat of the music and everything. Or you can have it straight on. Doesn't matter what. I like it the way it is. And recently, as I took the top of the dash out, I figured out how to take the sides out. So I painted this piece here, or I should do it like this, that piece here, because it was black. And I painted that blue to match this, because that was black and just that was blue before. And we got the other vent that's painted through there. Also, what I'm going to do too, eventually, is I'm going to tape off this whole part of the door, and I'm going to paint the speaker grill blue. And then we also got that, like the other side, the screws are painted, screws to change. And here we go with the infamous window chalk marker that I did the rims with. It was $3.50 at Walmart, and it lasted me pretty good. So, alright, now we're going to move into the engine. Hey, pause that.
I can't.
Can't pause it?
Nope.
Alright, well, I was going to take a minute of a break, but we're going to work quick here because, you know, it's cold out and we're freezing our nuts off as it is. As you can see, got the Optima battery. You know, only paid like $100 for it because I know people. And I got my amp cable that I finally mounted, you know, real nice and flush to the side of the fuse box there. Got my little painted, you know, air intake system. Eventually I'm going to get a short ram to throw in there. And we got my strobe lights. They're not finished, hooked up yet to my switch on the cab, but hey Dan, take a good look at the thing down there, and I'm going to hook them all up for you real quick so you get an idea. I kind of think it's nice. I can't wait to actually hook them up the right way.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good, Mike.
Yeah. And then I had a little bit of the, you know, color match paint for the car left over when I was bored, so I just did the latch right here real fast. Kind of looks nice. And I got, you know, all the wire looming that you can see here. And I painted all the bolts that you can find pretty much, and they're easy to get to, like the dog bone. That was a pain in the butt to get to and to keep it lined up. So, yeah. And I also got these really cool clamps, bought them at Advance for like $3. They come with these little blue twist tabs. You know, not only is it functional in the most awesomest of ways, it looks cool. Eventually, what I also think about doing is they make carbon fiber plastics to go over everything in here and make it look cleaner. I don't want to do anything except just the one for the overflow bottle. Maybe even the brake reservoir. I'm not sure about that yet though. And then I'm going to get a strut bar too. I'm thinking about just making my own because I'm pretty good with, you know, fabbing and welding, just not measuring. And then see, we got the chrome valve, or the anodized blue valve cover, as we've all seen before. I love how this came out. It was a pain to do though. It took like 2 days of just pulling every bolt out and then, you know, resealing the gasket and painting it. You know, it sat next to a homemade fireplace outside all summer while I was painting, as I was using it as a light and both a dryer. But if I do end up making a strut bar, I'm going to have to figure out how to mount this, whatever the hell this is. I don't know if it's like an ECU or something.
Yeah.
But let's see, I think that's it for that.
Yep, that's it, and you're done.
Yeah, alright, shut her off.